Did you know that there is a 160-year-old multi-purpose cleaner that is natural, safe, and effective? In this video, I'm going to tell you what this product is and how you can use it to replace several different household cleaners. This traditional liquid soap is Castile soap. If you haven't heard of it before, Castile soap itself goes back thousands of years. In short, it was the first bar soap that was made. Its ingredients are an alkali, and the only fat that's used to make that into a soap is olive oil. 160 years ago, people figured out how to use a different alkali to make a liquid soap instead of a solid or bar soap version. So, what's so great about Castile soap? Well, first of all, it's gentle. Secondly, it's a natural product. And thirdly, it's a concentrate. So there are endless uses you can use it for. And that's what we're going to talk about today. How you can dilute this one ingredient into 7 different kinds of home cleaners. For these recipes, I will be using Castile soap that we make at Provincial Goods. To make our Castile soap, the main ingredients we use are organic olive oil, organic coconut oil, and an alkali that turns those 2 ingredients into soap. That will form a paste that is diluted into the Castile soap concentrate, which is what you buy at the link below. Now let's make some traditional cleaners. Starting with hand soap. To make this, I'm going to use a mason jar and a foaming hand soap pump. This is something that you can find on Amazon. Although if you already have an existing foaming hand soap pump, you can simply reuse that whole bottle instead. You do need to make sure that the pump is specifically for foam, as that is the recipe that we're making today. We're not making generic hand soap. In order to make this, you simply take 4 teaspoons of Castile soap and you add 2 cups of water. That will produce a 16-ounce bottle. If you want a more moisturizing experience, you could also add an additional teaspoon of vegetable glycerin into that bottle. And that's it. This recipe could not be easier. Let me tell you why it's so amazing though. Our Castile soap is $12.99 for 16 ounce. Now, with that, you could make 24 16-ounce bottles of Castile hand soap. That's about 54 cents per hand soap, and that's for an organic, natural product. Just the most generic, basic soap that you could find on the market today is going to be $1, and it does not contain these same high quality ingredients. Now let's make dish soap. To do this, it's 1 part Castile to 9 parts water. Today, I'm going to measure a 1/4 cup of Castile soap for 1 3/4 cups of water. When I'm making these recipes, I like to warm the water up a little bit so that the soap will dissolve faster. Again, let's do the math. This soap is $12.99 for a 16-ounce bottle. If you were to make only dish soaps using this bottle, you could get 8 16-ounce liquid dish soaps. That would come in at $1.60 per dish soap. And again, that's for a natural organic product that is safe and healthy to use. Another kitchen staple is produce wash. To use Castile as a replacement for produce wash, you use a ratio of 1 to 99. So essentially, it's half a teaspoon per 4 cups of water. For this, I just filled my bowl of potatoes here with water, and then I added the half teaspoon of soap to that. If you wanted, though, you could make a bottle that's just produce wash on its own, but I just measure it out a spoonful at a time as I need it. The heavy hitter of kitchen cleaning would be a multi-purpose cleaner spray. This is going to be 1 part Castile soap to 19 parts water. For this 16-ounce bottle, I'm going to measure 3 tablespoons of Castile soap and add to that 1 3/4 cups of water. And voila, a simple and natural solution to everyday messes. To DIY a healthy and clean mop solution, you can just use that same ratio of 1 part Castile soap to 19 parts water. For this mop bucket, I'm going to do a 1/4 cup of Castile soap and 1 gallon of water. One great thing about having Castile soap on hand is that you'll never have to worry about running out of laundry detergent again. To make a homemade liquid laundry detergent, you'll need 1 part Castile to 4 parts water. For a load with a high efficiency washer, you'll end up using half a tablespoon of Castile soap and 1.5 tablespoons of water. And then you would also want to add in 1 tablespoon of baking soda straight into the drum. Now, if you have a standard washer, you just simply double that recipe. So it would be 1 tablespoon of Castile soap, 3 tablespoons of water, and again, you'll want to add in that tablespoon of baking soda. Castile is a great replacement for toilet bowl cleaner. To make this, we're going to use one other product, which is our Provincial Goods Scour Powder. Scour powder is a multi-purpose cleaning powder that's made from baking soda, washing soda, oxygen whitener, and tartaric acid. First, I'll scoop 1 tablespoon of Scour powder and sprinkle it into the toilet bowl, and I'll let that sit for 15 minutes. And then while that's sitting, I'll go ahead and mix up the Castile solution. And that's going to be 1 part Castile to 4 parts water. I'm going to make a 16-ounce batch, and to do that, I will use a half a cup of Castile soap and 2 cups of water. To this liquid portion, I'm going to add in more Scour powder. I'll be adding in 1 tablespoon of Scour powder and mix all 3 of these ingredients together. Once the 15 minutes is up, I will now go back with an additional 1 to 2 tablespoons of this liquid, and I will clean the toilet bowl as normal. If you want to make this a little easier, you can also put this liquid into a squeezy tube. You can pick those up really affordably. So there you have it. There are 7 recipes to make a natural replacement for traditional chemical-laden cleaners. This is not only a safe solution, but an affordable and traditional solution too. This Provincial Goods Castile soap comes in 4 varieties: unscented, citrus grove, mountain mist, and woodland meadow. If you're looking for all of the recipes that were mentioned in the video today, I have a free downloadable PDF on the website, and I'll link that in the description for you below. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel for more traditional, natural cleaning tips and ideas. Happy cleaning, and we'll see you in the next one.